Alright, so 27 documents collected. In the video guide I'm watching, we're up to document 28. Brutus, okay, bye-bye. See you next time in a few minutes. Nice one, Brutus. Thank you so much for the welcome back, Lucinda. Sheila, you'll try to be positive. It's a second Rod stream today. That's a good way to look at it, Sheila. So for those who are watching this when it's a past broadcast or on my YouTube channel, the reason there's no proper intro is because I had to close the game down. I'm streaming from a PS5. If I have to close the game down or the game crashes and closes itself, the stream automatically stops. So this is why there's no proper intro for this part. The previous part ends abruptly. Well, not abruptly, because I was actually aware of what was going on and, all that kind of stuff. But this is the end. So this stream that you're watching now will be short, simply because I had to close the game down for the other stream that I just finished. Alright, so the 28th document. Gods and Monsters. Note to all personnel from Consultant MM008, Rudolf Wernicke, DBNR. Do not worship the swarm, nor allow the delusions of the patients to influence your beliefs. Any sentient being based in this technology will be so far superior to us that illusions of godliness will be reasonable. We have always looked into chaos and called it God. We are now blessed with sufficient power that such belief could destroy us. Do not be tempted. Remember that you are scientists. In the immortal words of Peter Venkman in the original Ghostbusters, back off, man. I'm a scientist. Alright, so let's have a look at the guide to see where the next document is. Lucinda, you saw that symbol in the game Lucius yesterday, watching a stream. Oh, did you? Game called Lucius. Don't think I've actually heard of that one. A survival game. Game developed by Finnish studio Shiver Games and published by Lace Mamba Global. Ah, so it came out in 2012. Year after this game. A year before this game, I mean. Wernicke's machine. The assembler, the feed chambers, the precursor molecules. Vague memories of nanotechnology articles I've read online. Probably drunk. Probably distracted. Not nearly enough to know how to destroy it. But Billy is the center of it. Find him. Kill him. End this. Listen, yeah, it's a game where you play as a little boy who has like devilish satanic powers. It's kind of a puzzle game where you one by one kill everyone that lives in the house. That reminds me of the character in the Omen horror movies. He's a boy who is supposed to be the Antichrist, and his name's Damien. They did a series of movies. There was a trilogy, and it charted him when he was a little boy, when he was a teenager, and when he was a man, like an adult, of course. And then they did a fourth made-for-TV one, which had a little girl as the Antichrist. And then they did a remake of the original The Omen. Wouldn't be surprised if there's another remake or something in the works. But in The Omen, he wasn't aware of who he was. That didn't come until the sequel, when he was a teenager and he started to learn that he was actually the Antichrist, and there were people that were protecting him in the first movie when he was a little boy, but there was also people protecting him when he was, growing up as well, to make sure that the quote-unquote good guys didn't actually kill the quote-unquote bad guys, kind of thing. Or kill him. Given the fact that there were sequels, kind of shows that they didn't succeed in stopping him. Listen, this sounds interesting, and yeah, the object of the game is to set up unique types of kills without being spotted. It's fun to watch. So a game where you play as like a satanic devilish kid with stealth. Interesting combination as well. Not that there haven't been other horror games combining stealth, of course, but that's interesting, that one. Billy Hope. From Billy's patient reports, I was going to say records, and then ended up saying reports in a way that was almost sounding like I was going to say records. Because when I say the word records, I don't go records, I go records. And for reports, I don't go reports, I go reports. So From Billy's patient reports, he ought to be 23 years old. He looks like at least 50 years of rough road, pain scratched deep into what I can see. Killing you would be an act of kindness. And the document we collected was Morphogenic Engine Chamber Precautions, which is the 29th document, sorry. Murkoff Psychiatric Systems Morphogenic Engine Chamber Maintenance Schedule. To avoid patient injury, the Morphogenic Engine Life Pod requires a daily inspection of all vital systems. Vital System 1. The enriched oxygenated perfluorocarbon from the life support fluid reservoir must be continually flushed and replaced through the course of the patient's treatment. Note that OP also supplies anesthetics. Any interruption in supply will cause sufficient pain to the patient to potentially disrupt the experiment. Vital System 2. Electric supply supplemented and insured by the sublab generator. Proper fueling and maintenance of the sublab generator should be confirmed hourly. Vital System 3. In the case of catastrophic loss of Vital Systems 1 and 2, the LifePod failsafe will engage, maintaining localized, minimum life support functions until technicians can arrive. Disabling failsafe will result in immediate patient termination. Now to check the guide to see where the next document is. This is Billy Hope's lungs, his liver, his life support. A machine the size of a football stadium to keep one lunatic alive. Fuck it all, break it all. He has to die. Lucinda, time for your new breakfast time. I hope you enjoy your breakfast, Lucinda, as well. Hope it's delicious. It's just canned Chef Boyardee pasta. I love pasta. Pasta's so damn good. Well, it's good to know that there actually is coffee in that mug by having the word coffee on it. However, how do we know that it's actually coffee? Maybe it's actually some other drink and they've just put it in a mug with coffee on it to make people think it's coffee, but maybe it's not coffee. The modern Prometheus. Yeah, Lucinda, coffee, just like there was medicine before. From the personal records of Dr. Wernicke. Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus by Mary Shelley, published anonymously in 1818. Chapter 4, excerpt. Learn from me, if not by my precepts, at least by my example, how dangerous is the acquirement of knowledge, and how much happier that modest man than he who aspires to become greater than his nature allows. And there's one more document left in the game to get. Alright, so I wanted to get the music for that part as long as possible. Yeah, Lucinda, could you imagine on insane mode? I'd have to restart the game from the start again. Alright, final document of the game. Permission to proceed. Please find attached the permission to proceed form for patient William Hope of Murkoff Charitable Psychiatry Program at Mount Massive Hospital in Colorado. The form is standard and all relevant lines have been signed. It appears Billy is unaware of his mother's recent guided cardiac arrest. He is submitting to the experiment with the understanding, unfounded, a financial remuneration to his mother and a charitable contribution to her church. Wernicke, having read the boy's dream reports, believes he has enormous therapeutic potential. And there we go, that's all 31 documents in the main game of Outlast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. There we go. Now for the rest of this playthrough, I don't have to worry about the documents in the main game. I'm sort of umming and ahhing about doing it for the Whistleblower DLC. I do want to do that DLC. I'm not going to do it today though. I'm going to do that tomorrow when it's Thursday for me. But we're going to continue on until I finish the main game. I'm not going to end this stream now though. Thank you so much for the GGs, Lucinda and Schiller. I appreciate that. Hey there, Viper. Welcome on in. Things are going really good. How about yourself? We're just about to finish the game, the main game at least, almost at the end. I managed to get all the documents in the game, so that was good. I didn't get all the notes though, but I'm going to leave that for a future playthrough. So I still have some kind of like goals and objectives for playthroughs of this game in the future that I can focus on. Hello, Cody. How's things going? That's excellent, Cody. I'm glad to hear that you're going good. As for me, I'm doing well. Things have been going great, having a good week. Getting closer and closer for the release of Assassin's Creed Mirage. So that's been a long time coming along. I think it was first announced in 2021, maybe? So it's been a while, and it'll be the first game in almost 3 years in the Assassin's Creed series, like a new one. Cody was about to mention that tomorrow you'll be playing it. Oh, nice. You've got your copy secured? Excellent. That'll be good for you to be able to play. Hey there, Doug. Not gonna lie, you missed the old Twitch profile picture for your channel. Brings back memories. Yeah, once I changed the name of the channel from Rod Zombie Gamer to Rod Legion, I decided to drop the horror sort of like theme. Only because I felt that some people who were new to the stream might have expected only horror games, and when they found me streaming a game that wasn't a horror game with a horror channel name, that they would just leave straight away. So I wanted to be more genuine, I guess, about the fact that I was actually a streamer of like a variety of different games from different genres, like Assassin's Creed, action adventure, Tomb Raider, sort of stuff, to make sure that it was more distinctly, apparent that I was doing more than just horror stuff. So that's one of the reasons why I changed the name, but also to shorten the name to something different as well. The Death of Hope. Billy is dead, the Wall Rider, the Swarm, whatever it is, unmade with him. Whether I escape or die here, whether I escape or die here, I am free. And as Richard Traeger once said, run free! Doug, if you think about it, the backstory of every game does have a horror aspect. Yeah, I guess you could probably find examples. Hey there, Phantom. How's things going? Can you do a stream where you narrate everything in a Narnia impression? No. That's something that after a while I'd get bored of doing. And I wouldn't be able to contain it for like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of streaming that I do. I used to have a channel point reward where for a stream session I would respond to a particular person who redeemed it in the Arnie impression, but I dropped that after a while because I got to a point where I wasn't really feeling it as something I wanted to do. Yeah, Phantom, need muscular vocal cords to do the Arnie impression non-stop for hours and hours. Well, not non-stop, but for hours and hours worth of content. Thank you for the GGs, Lucinda. And that's no worries at all. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I hope that everything goes well with your first day on your new job today. Hope it goes smoothly, and hope you have a great time. Thank you for being here, and thank you, I definitely will. Not going to start the Whistleblower DLC, so I'll leave that until tomorrow. Would like to highly recommend people check out Lucinda's channel, if you haven't before. Lucinda is celebrating Horror Month as well. She's doing a series of Resident Evil playthroughs of various types, doing different kinds of things, and currently is playing through Resident Evil 1 Remake. Is also a fan of horror games like The Last of Us games, as well as Evil Within games. Is also a fan of stealth stuff, like the Dishonored series, and in November she'll be picking back up with the Assassin's Creed series. The last game that she played before the horror month was Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and segued into October with the Jack the Ripper DLC for that game as well. So the next Assassin's Creed game that she'll be tackling starting in November will be Assassin's Creed Origins, and she'll also be playing through Odyssey and Valhalla as well. So highly recommend checking out Lucinda's channel, and thank you so much for being here, Lucinda. No worries at all for the shout out either. More than happy to give you one. That's okay, Sheila. No worries at all for the stream. I just want to thank everyone for watching. For those who are watching the VOD, the reason this one is so short is because I had to close down the game, and if you close down your PS5 games when you're actually streaming them, the stream stops automatically. So I had to do that because the game got stuck on a screen where there was a black screen and infinite like death music from getting killed. So I had to actually close the game down, which stopped the stream automatically, and then started another stream to continue the rest of the game, which only took me 39 minutes from when I had to start another stream. But I just want to thank everyone for watching. The next stream that you'll see from me will be Outlast the Whistleblower DLC. So if you see me streaming that, then you know it's become Thursday for me. If I finish the DLC, then I'll start the second run of Outlast doing the Insane Mode difficulty. So if you see me playing the main game as well, that just means that you might have missed the DLC as part of this first run through, and then I'll be doing a second run through of this game, the main game, on Insane. I won't be doing the DLC on Insane as well, just the main game as part of celebrating the 10th anniversary. We're going to go and raid out. Going to raid out to Crocodiles, who's playing some GTA 5. Just want to thank everyone so much for watching. I really appreciate it. That's okay for the stream, Brutus. Absolutely no trouble at all. I hope you have a good one. Definitely catch you next stream. Would like to also highly recommend people check out Shillerlock, AC, as well as Amateur Tech as well. Shillerlock has been playing through a variety of different games. Looks like Schiller is also going to be doing, of course, Assassin's Creed Mirage as soon as it's available. And he's also a big fan of other games in the series, in the Assassin's Creed series. He's also been playing through the Dark Pictures games, most recently doing a playthrough of Little Hope a little while ago, but also doing a playthrough of House of Ashes as part of Halloween Horror Month, and has also been doing a playthrough of GTA 5, which is also finished as well. So I highly recommend checking out Shillerlock if you haven't before. AC has been doing some GTA 5 as well. Another great streamer with a really cool community as well, so I highly recommend. And Amateur Tech is playing through Tomb Raider 3, The Adventures of Lara Croft. He's going to be playing through the other Tomb Raider games in the series as well, including the reboot trilogy also. So highly recommend checking out those streamers if you haven't before. And Schiller, that's absolutely no trouble at all for the shout out. And I hope that you're going to enjoy Assassin's Creed Mirage. There's a general raid message. Here's a raid message with some free follower emotes. And here's a raid message with some subscriber emotes. So Monday to Fridays on the channel during October is horror streams. After I've done the Whistleblower DLC and I've done the Insane Mode playthrough for the main game, the next horror game that's on the lineup will be Silent Hill 3 to celebrate its 20th anniversary. During October, Saturdays are Assassin's Creed and Sundays are Tomb Raider. Once October's finished, the Assassin's Creed streams will go back to being Saturdays and Sundays, and Tomb Raider will go back to being Friday. However, during October, so I can also fit in horror games, I've relegated Assassin's Creed to just one day a week, and Tomb Raider to the Sunday instead of the Friday. So they're the current games that I'm actually playing on the channel. There's also a lot of other horror games that I am playing as well. Some are still tentative. I don't really know if I'll get to them or not. There's a game that's missing in the list that I will get to, which is Alan Wake 2. So I'm doing Silent Hill 3 next, Resident Evil 2 Original, Alan Wake Remastered again, but doing in-depth, Control, the AWE DLC, as well as Alan Wake 2. And so they're the ones that are actually locked in. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you next time.